Train travel in Japan is changing, and 2025 is already seeing a huge important update to how you will travel on the Shinkansen. In this video, we will explore what you need to know before you travel to Japan. Here are some new upcoming changes and reminders of things that you need to know about Shinkansen bullet train travel before you go to Japan. So let's start with the newest upcoming updates. As from spring 2025, one of Japan's most popular Shinkansen routes, running on the faster Nozomi bullet trains on the Tokaido and Sanyo Shinkansen lines that connect Tokyo Station and Fukuoka's Hakata Station, with stops at cities including Kyoto and Osaka, will have fewer non-reserved seats, permanently reducing a whole car of cheaper tickets. So what does this actually mean for you? Looking likely to occur around March or April, before the change, the Nozomi class Shinkansen had 3 cars. Cars 1 to 3 for non-reserved seats, meaning that you could simply turn up and find a seat on one of those 3 cars. But after the change, car 3 will be reclassified as a reserved seat car, eliminating around 85 non-reserved seats. Less non-reserved seats means less chance of simply queuing up and finding a seat. So what do I actually suggest? Here's a tip for you. If you are traveling out of Tokyo in the direction of Kyoto or Osaka, the Nozomi Shinkansen will start at Tokyo Station with a stop at Shinagawa Station, which is also in Tokyo. Therefore, getting your train from Tokyo Station, which is the starting station, will mean an empty train and more chance of finding a seat if you're opting for a non-reserved ticket. But my biggest tip is to simply reserve a seat. You don't really need to do this way in advance unless it's a public holiday, and although less non-reserved seats will mean more availability for reserved tickets, if you have a specific time you want to leave, reserving is always the best option. For reference, the price of a reserved ticket is around an additional 850 yen per ride. This next change was introduced last year on some routes, but here is an important reminder for anyone traveling during peak periods or public holidays such as New Year's, Golden Week or Obon. The Nozomi Shinkansen service, the fastest bullet train in Japan, has now gone to a reserved seat only system during major holidays to prevent overcrowding and ensure smoother boarding. So for those of you traveling around these times, don't turn up for a non-reserved seat, because these seats will no longer be available during these holiday times. This change aims to reduce congestion on platforms and inside trains, which can reach up to 200% capacity during peak periods. And as always, plan ahead. I don't want to go into too many specifics as there are so many ways of reserving tickets, but if you're interested, you can do this online using my Klook affiliate link, which will also help the channel out. So here are some important Shinkansen train travel reminders you might know or not, but hopefully you won't get caught out. Many tourists still get caught out with this first one, and that is that there is a luggage rule that applies to the Shinkansen on the Tokaido and Sanyo and Kyushu lines. If your suitcase's total dimensions, that's the length, height and width added together, is over 160 centimeters, that's 63 inches, it is considered oversized and a reservation is required for a special seat when purchasing a ticket. If you show up with an oversized luggage without a reservation, you'll need to pay an additional fee of 1,000 yen. And a quick reminder that there is limited space for those oversized bags, as only a small number of seats are designated for oversized luggage. So another reason to book in advance. Although there are some exceptions such as strollers, sports equipment and musical instruments, reservation is still recommended for a luggage space. And don't worry too much, because Shinkansen bullet trains have plenty of quite large overhead storage for your bags and suitcases, so if you have a medium or a smaller bag, you will be fine. And for stress-free travel, consider forwarding your luggage to your next hotel in advance. This can usually be arranged for a fee with your hotel. This next reminder isn't a biggie, but it can make things more comfortable for you. Take your snacks or purchase food before you ride. The Sanyo Shinkansen, which is operated by JR West, no longer offers in-car food cart sales for all passengers except those in first class, which is a green car. While food carts were a nostalgic feature of Shinkansen travel, modern convenience stores and vending machines at stations have reduced the need of onboard sales. So add some time at the station to purchase your snacks and food before you catch your train. An important reminder that the JR Pass might not be worth it for you. The Japan Rail Pass Pass, or the JR Pass, is no longer as cost effective as it once was due to a price increase in 2023 of about 70%. Don't simply purchase a pass. Check to see if it's really worth the money or if you're happy paying for the convenience. There are many online JR Pass calculators to help you figure this out. In a nutshell, the JR 1 week nationwide pass is not worth it if you're not planning on traveling extensively or simply traveling between Tokyo and Kyoto and Osaka. Generally at a cost of 50,000 yen, this would only pay off if you make an average of 4 long distance trips in 1 week. So if you don't plan to travel extensively on JR trains, individual tickets will likely be cheaper. But that's not to say it won't be worth it for some travelers. It is a great option for significant travel across Japan, such as multiple long distance trips on the Shinkansen, whether staying overnight or day tripping. So it really is worth investigating this, and not to forget that there is also a 14-day and a 21-day option that might be a better fit for you. There's also regional JR passes that are more affordable and might make for a better option if you want to explore certain areas of Japan. For example, the Kyushu Pass, or the hyped Hokuriku Arch Pass, or the less spoken about JR West Sanyo Sansin Area Pass that lets you explore much of the area between Osaka, Kyoto and Hiroshima. So yeah, Japan's Shinkansen system is evolving fast, and by 2025 there will be key changes that you need to be aware of, and planning ahead is more important than ever. A little preparation will go a long way, so make sure that you check ticket prices, consider regional passes and pack snacks in advance for a smoother journey. Check out my Tokyo train travel guide. It's a great start. Safe travels on a Shinkansen adventure in Japan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more travel tips, and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters who help keep the channel going. Stay positive and be happy gaijin. Bye!